What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. We are back at the store again. Got Ryan over there, Abby over there, and we're gonna try to get some stuff done. So we got a package in the mail today. That is this one, and these are shelves like this, and these are specifically for grid wall. We have a bunch of shelves left over for this cabinet, which are pegboard shelves. They do not attach to the grid wall. So these shelves I had ordered at the same time I ordered the extra grid wall to fill out this space. So those shelves are the ones that are going to be right here. So we're just still waiting on the grid wall. Of course, it hasn't come yet. But once that does, we'll be bringing that in, getting it all set up, and then we'll have 5 more rows of room for PS2, which will be awesome. We started working on the inventory software stuff yesterday, continuing on that today. We're trying to get the bulk inventory upload thing working properly, and I have filled out Dreamcast and got that 100% completed, and I'm just waiting to hear back from the developer to make sure that it's right. If it is correct, then I'm set to do basically the rest of the entire store. If it's not correct, we just got to fix it. Once we are ready to go, though, then I'll be able to, do the rest of the store basically. It'll take a lot of time, but if I know that I'm doing it correctly, then I can get going on that. So I'm kind of just waiting around until he gets back to me. He's on the phone with another client right now, so I got about 15 or 20 minutes until I'm going to get a reply. But I'm pretty sure that we're doing it at least mostly right. So before we left last night, I had Ryan pull the Master System and the Sega Saturn and Sega CD stuff to do that as well. So I'm going to work on that, and we'll give you guys some updates if we get them, but that's it for now. It is almost 9:30 p.m., guys, and Abby and I are still at the store. Ryan left at about 8. Abby's playing Animal Crossing on her Switch, and I'm still working on the new software here. So far, we have imported all of the Sega Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, Sega CD, Sega Master System with the cases. I haven't done the loose ones yet, and then all of the Wii U. So I figured out how to do it, and now that I've done it a couple times, I'm not really having any issues. We were having some issues at first because there's a lot of steps to remember, but I have them written down on those 2 sticky notes. But now that I've done it a couple times, I didn't look at the notes for the last one. But we only have to do this at the beginning when we're importing like our entire inventory. This is one of the ways to do it kind of in bulk, but once we're done with this and we're just importing new trade-ins as they come, it will be extremely easy. Ryan will be able to do it, no problem at all. I'll show you guys a little bit of it here in just a second. The only problem that I have right now is that we don't have the printer yet. So basically, when we import a big stack of Wii U games, for example, as soon as we are done, it's supposed to print out the labels for us, and we should be able to sticker them, and then they're ready to go back out. But since we don't have the printer yet, that's not happening. So once we do get the printer, which it should be here Tuesday or Wednesday, probably Wednesday, it's going to take some effort to sticker everything. We should be able to get them mostly in alphabetical order. So if they print out that way, which I'm expecting that they will, it won't be too bad. And between the 3 of us, we should be able to get stuff done pretty quick. But I've just been working on the small bundles of stuff right now. Wii U is the biggest one I've done so far. There was like 73 games. Most of them are Mario Kart 8 and Smash Brothers and Nintendo Land. But we're pretty much done for tonight. The next smallest system that I could do would be like, I don't even know. I mean, I could do like the Virtual Boy games or the Neo Geo Pocket Color or something like that. There's only a couple games. The next smallest one would probably be PSP or Vita, actually. But once we get to like NES, Super Nintendo, 64, Genesis, Game Boy Advance, PS2, PS1, that's where the real work's going to come in. And we're going to be starting that process tomorrow. That'll definitely be a multiple person type job. I can do the small ones by myself because I just bring the stack up to the counter. Because the thing is, I have to scan the UPC of every single one. And if if the UPC is cut out of ours, like some of them, they're cut out for some reason, or if I can't scan it, if GameStop put their sticker right on the actual artwork, I have to go get the UPC from price charts and copy and paste it, and that takes way longer. And then some items just don't have UPCs, so I have to then make one up, basically. You're not making up a UPC, you're just making up a code for the inventory software to remember that this code is that item. Once we enter everything in first, and then we are doing trade-ins through the actual software when they come in, that won't really be an issue. If there's no UPC to scan, you have to look it up anyway. And when you look it up, you would find it, you would get that same code that I enter in this first time around. So it'll be easy for Ryan or Abby or myself to do trade-ins as they come in. And I've mentioned it before, but what's really awesome about this system and doing trade-ins is if someone brings in a stack of games, you scan them all in, it'll tell whoever is running the register what to pay in store credit and what to pay in cash. And once the customer accepts the offer, we hit complete transaction, and it'll put the store credit on their account, or it'll open the cash drawer to give them the money, and then it automatically prints all the price tags for those items that we just took in. So we basically just put the tags on them, resurface if they need to, and they're done, which is amazing. Because before, we have to enter everything into the spreadsheet, import that, and then go through and print the tags and put them on. I'm so excited for how it's going to be from now on, because it's going to be so much easier. And like I said, that was Ryan's main hang-up about working without us, is that he didn't feel comfortable doing trades. And even when we made him do them, he's still kind of slow at it, which is perfectly fine. But with the way that it's going to be from now on, it'll be so much easier for him to do it, and I'm excited about that. It'll mean that he will be more equipped to work without us, and that'll give us some more free time to do other stuff, which will be awesome. So we're going to finish up what we're doing here. Probably going to be leaving pretty soon. Like I said, I'm not going to start another system tonight, but tomorrow we're coming in at 1 again, and all day we're just going to be entering stuff. I honestly think that we could have the entire inventory entered into this new system within a week. And it'll take a lot of work. We'll have to come in and work, but I think that we can do it in that time frame. And then once that's done, we just need to, obviously got to get the label printer, and then we just need to set up the receipt printer, and then I don't know exactly how it's going to integrate with like our credit card processing thing. Hopefully it's pretty simple and we don't have to get any new equipment or change companies or anything. That would be a huge pain, but I guess we'll cross that road once we get there. But that's going to be it for us here at the store. Gonna head home here in just a bit, and I'll figure out something to film in the game room. We are home now, guys, and I was trying to figure out something to kind of film here in the game room, to not only use as the title, of course, but also just something interesting to fill out the rest of the vlog. I've been doing this quite a lot since we're not getting any trade-ins, and we just don't have a lot of stuff to film at the store. I have so far talked about my top 5 favorite Wii U games, the most expensive items in my collection, items that I regret selling, and then why I sold my entire collection in 2014. That was yesterday's video. So I kind of wanted to, do something a little bit different. So I'm going to give you guys a couple tips for game hunting online. And some of these things that I might talk about might be obvious to some of you guys, but I'm sure it's not obvious to everyone. So hopefully the information that I talk about in the rest of the vlog here will be helpful to someone at least. So everyone knows about eBay, Amazon, places like that. It is kind of, some people tend to believe that there are so many buyers all the time, and it's so easy to look up what your stuff is worth that you're not going to find good deals on those websites, and that is simply not true. If you go looking for one particular game, you're probably not going to find a great deal. But if you are just looking for whatever is a great price right now, then you're going to have a little bit better luck actually finding something. So what I do, and I don't really buy a lot off Amazon of like video game related stuff, because with Amazon you usually don't get pictures. A lot of descriptions are generic copy and paste stuff. So this is mostly for eBay here, but if you type in the search something like Nintendo GameCube, and then eBay uses like smart searches, so you can do something like you can take out the word only, or you can take out the word import, like you do minus import with no spaces, and any title that has import in the title will not show up in your search results. In addition to that, you can use a parentheses and you can put like complete, comma, space, CIB, comma, space, variant, comma, space, employee, comma, space, something like that, and then close the parentheses, and any of those words that appear in the title, any of them, those will show up in your search. So anything that's not in parentheses has to be there. Anything that's in parentheses and separated by commas doesn't have to have all the words, just any of them, in addition to what is not in parentheses, and it'll show up. So smart search is extremely helpful. You can do that on Amazon, I believe. You can do it on Google. You can do it in a lot of places. So doing that is helpful. But once you have your search set up, let's just say you're going to search for complete GameCube games. You're taking out imports. So you're taking out the word import, taking out the word Japan, taking out the word Japanese. If you're searching for Super Nintendo, you would take out the word Famicom, stuff like that. But once you have your search, change it to show buy it nows only, and sort it by newly listed. And I used to do this all the time. My search was way more robust. I was searching for a lot of random stuff, but you just search by newly listed and just keep refreshing it. And especially right now, because more and more things are getting posted because of the virus going around. A lot of people are staying home. A lot of items are being posted on eBay. So just keep refreshing it and just look at what's posted. If you want to search for Nintendo 64, you can do that. And just keep refreshing it. And every now and then, you'll find something that is underpriced. And as long as you're quick, if you have your payment information already saved and set up, you can check out really quickly. And we have gotten tons of stuff at very cheap prices by doing this. And we've done it for NES, Super Nintendo, 64, Game Boy, GameCube, PS1, PS2, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast. It works with pretty much anything. If you're searching for something really, really specific, like a certain game, it's not going to work because obviously that one particular game is not being posted super often. So if you just keep refreshing it, nothing's going to change. But if you're just searching for Nintendo 64 games and you keep refreshing it, you're going to see new stuff posted, almost every time you refresh, depending on how quickly you're doing it. But that's a really good way how to find stuff on eBay. Now, something that I have really enjoyed doing, and I've talked about it a lot, I like finding mom and pop game stores websites that have stuff for sale on them and searching for things that way and buying stuff. And I have gotten some incredible deals on stuff, not only for my collection, but also just things for my own store. One example is I got, probably 6 months ago or so, I got a Pokemon box for the GameCube, just the disc only, but it also came with the GameCube to Game Boy Advance cable. And I think it was listed on some random website. I don't even remember which one it was. I have a text document on my computer with all of them saved, but it was like $150 plus like $4 shipping. So I got that, and when I bought it, I think that it just said disc only, so I was just expecting the disc. When I got it, it came with a custom reprinted cover, which doesn't really add any value, but it's kind of cool. And then it came with that cable, which I didn't know the cable was included, so that was a bonus. So like 155 or so shipped. I ended up selling the disc only on eBay for $290 like a week later, and then the cable got sold on Amazon for $30. So that was awesome. And I'm pretty sure I ordered a few more items from them, which obviously worked out to kind of being free in the end because the Pokemon box paid for everything. But I have also found some of the harder to find, more rare, cheaper GameCube games for my collection that way. The Groove Rider, Groove Rider Slot Car Thunder I got from some random website by doing that. It was like $18, and that is a great price. Just recently, the Monaco Grand Prix for the N64, I needed just the cartridge. It's about a $20, $25 cartridge, and I got it from a store's website for $4.99 plus shipping. It was like $3.50 shipping. So less than half of what it goes for, like a quarter of what it goes for, even after shipping. That was awesome. And when I got it, it was in great condition. I was really happy about that. But like I said, I've compiled a list of store websites that I have checked out every now and then. More recently, I haven't really been doing it because, you know, we're not trying to spend a lot of money right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in a comment down below, I'm going to pin the comment. I'm going to post my list of all these websites so you guys can go check them out. I'm not going to guarantee you're going to find anything, but it's definitely worth checking them out. And if you guys have any more that you'd like to add, feel free to comment them in the comments down below. I will add them to my personal list, and I'll try to update the pinned comment as well. So I'm not looking for websites like DK Oldies or Lukey Games. I'm looking for like the Double Jump Video Games website. We don't have much on there, but actually took everything down because we're working on the new software. But websites like that, where it's a random store in maybe a small town, they maybe have 1 or 2 locations, and they just happen to have a website. They probably normally don't get any sales off of their website, but that's the kind of stuff that I like looking for. And the way that I have typically found them is by going to Google, and usually I try looking for a specific game. So one game that has skyrocketed in price recently for whatever reason is Powerpuff Girls for the GameCube. It was like a $10 to $12, maybe $15 game like a month ago, and now all of a sudden everyone knows that it's hard to find, and it's like $80 and up. So what I would do is I would go to Google, I would type in Powerpuff Girls Nintendo GameCube for sale, and I would search, and I would go through, 30 pages of results, and I would just open up every one in a different tab that's not something that I recognize. Like if it's an eBay listing, I would ignore that, or if it's an Amazon one, I would ignore it. But I would just open everything up in a new tab and then just go look at the website. And some of them, it's like some weird website where they buy stuff and they're like, they might have stuff for sale, but they never have anything you're looking for. So that kind of stuff I would ignore. But all of the actual game store websites are the ones that I would check out, and I would save them in this little document. So like I said, I'm going to put that in the comments down below. You guys can check it out and let me know if you guys find anything. And like I said, if you know of any other game stores that have websites like that, please let me know and I'll add them to the list. Yeah, I think at the time of film, I'm not going to add any more right now, but I think I have around like 15-ish or so different websites that you guys can check out. So I'll put those down below. And like I said, if you have any to add, just let me know. I'd be happy to check them out. If you guys live in a town where you have a game store and your local game store has a website, feel free to post it down there and we'll check it out. So guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.